Hey gaming fans, so today's another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile, and today is Armed Samurai Ben Kei, which is an OTK deck. Well, it doesn't have to OTK, but it can OTK, so I guess I can call it that. But anyways, yeah, so I remember playing this deck a long time ago, like very, very long time ago when this card first came out. It was, it was playable. But we've had a lot more stuff come out ever since then, so I decided to, give it another shot. So let me start off with the monsters and I'll explain the choices. So obviously you need your Ben Kei. So Armed Samurai Ben Kei essentially, he attacks for every equipped spell attached to him. Well, he gets an extra attack, I should say. So he can attack once, and then for each equipped spell he's got, he gets to attack again. So obviously the idea is to equip him with a lot of spell like power boosters, because he's only 500 attack, and so you'd put as many equipped spells as you can and boost his attack up, and then allow him to attack for like 4 or 5 times. And usually you win on that turn, or if you've already attacked your opponent a few times with other monsters, you don't have to do so much damage. So for the rest of the monsters, it's really just some protection. So we got 3 Battle Faders, pretty standard for a deck that's like a combo deck that you stall out. You need to stay alive while you build up your combo pieces, so Battle Fader really fit the bill. And again, with Tragodia. Now with Tragodia, it can actually work both ways. It can protect your life, but then on your turn, because you're constantly holding a lot of cards in your hand, this guy gets pretty big. He's basically, his power and toughness is equal to the amount of cards in your hands times 600. So you can get this guy up pretty huge, and you have a lot of equipped spells in your deck, so you can almost just win with Tragodia alone. And then the last monster is some draw power, Card D, because in most cases you're not going to be using your normal summon on your turns, so why not use it for something like this to draw some extra cards. Until you go for your kill, you're going to normal summon your Ben Kei. But other than that, all your monsters you pretty much summon on your opponent's turn. So Card D, and gets you some cards. The other thing to note is that the monsters are all dark, and except for the Card, so that helps with Allure of Darkness. But we'll get to that in the spells. So that's it for the monsters. Very small monster count. The rest of it is all spells. So, well, not all spells. There's 3 traps. So we'll get to I'll just put the traps over here. So for the spells, we have Reinforcements of the Army. Ben Kei is a warrior, so it just helps because you have 3 Ben Kei and then 1 reinforcement. Just always make sure you get them when you need them. Also, if you need to use it for the allure. 1 Upstart Goblin, just to draw a card, make it a 39 card deck. 1 Day of Peace, just another help you stay alive while you build up your combo, and it's a draw card, so it brings your deck count down to 38 now. And that's it for the little spells that draw. I'll just put those over there. So for your equipped spells, we have Mage Power, which is probably the strongest one, or could be the strongest one in the deck. So I'm playing 3 of them. So this one, basically, the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense for each spell and trap you control. So it counts itself, so it's 500, and then you add 500 for each other spell and trap. So you're basically going to fill the field with these equips anyway, so it raises his attack pretty high. Then as a standalone equip, Psychic Blade, which is you pay life points in multiples of 100, maximum 2,000. Equip this to a monster, and it gains that much attack and defense. You can only activate once per turn, so I only put 1 in the deck, because you don't want to end up with 2 in your hand. You can't activate both. And usually when you play all these, you're going to go for the kill. So this will boost him up by 2,000 alone. So that's a really good card. Then I just threw in an Axe of Despair, because I was just looking for any other equipped cards that just boost up like crazy attack. I know there's United We Stand, which is 800 plus the amount of monsters you have, but in most cases you're only going to have the 1 monster out when you go to attack anyway. Then I added in Big Bang Shot, because just in case, say your opponent's playing Scapegoats or something like that, or any kind of monsters that are all in defense mode, this will give you piercing, and it boosts his attack by 400. And for the rest of the equips, the bamboo package, so Broken Bamboo Sword, which just the equipped monster gains a 0 attack, and Cursed Bamboo Sword. And this is the part of the reason why you want to play the equips. The Bamboo Sword also does the same thing. The Cursed Bamboo Sword, I should say. The equipped monster gains 0 attack. You can target one other Bamboo Sword card you control, return it to your hand, and if you do, the equipped monster can attack your opponent directly. So that could come in handy. I mean, you can make your Ben Kei attack directly, and then you just put it back down. And you could, once this card is sent to the graveyard, you can search any Bamboo Sword card you want. And so you typically will go for the draw card. But yeah, so I got 4 of the Bamboo Swords. And the draw card is the Golden Bamboo Sword. So all you have to do is activate it when you control a Bamboo Sword, and you get to draw 2 cards. So any one of these on your any monster, so you could attach it to your opponent's monster if you have to, and then you get to draw 2 cards. And these Cursed Bamboo Swords, they search this card out. So if all you have to do is attach it to one of your monsters, let it die, or attach it to your opponent's monster, kill it, then you get your Golden Bamboo Sword, and hopefully you have another Broken Bamboo or a Cursed Bamboo in your hand to activate the card. Otherwise, you just save it till you can. So that's the equips. Put that over there. And the rest of the deck is pretty much draw. So we got Allure of Darkness. Like I said, all the monsters except for the card are dark. And you can get rid of your Trag if you have to. You can get rid of your your Battle Fader, or even a Ben Kei if you have multiples in your hand. You only need 1. So then we got 3 Pot of Duality, more deck searching and thinning, because you really need to get to those combo pieces. And then the rest of it is just trying to get rid of stubborn cards off the field. So Twin Twisters, Dark Hole, Raigeki. These could be pretty much anything you want that will kind of, you kind of want to clear the field out as best as you can, and hope you don't run into traps, or if they have a lot of big monsters that you just can't get over, it'll just help. And then that's it for the spells. And then for the last of the cards is 3 Armory Call, which just came out in one of the more recent sets. This one, it's a trap that just adds an equip spell from your deck to your hand, or you can equip it directly to the monster. Most cases you won't do that, but I mean, I guess you could do it on your Trag if you really want to. You could pull out the something to make them even bigger. I mean, that would be a good battle trick if they go to run into the Tragodia after you just summoned them, and then you can like activate this and drop Axe of Despair on them or something. But otherwise, you're going to go probably for your Cursed Bamboo Swords, just to get your draw going. Or if you're ready to go off, you might want to grab some of your Mage Powers or something like that, and on your next turn, go for the OTK. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. I tried to just make it as quick as possible that you draw to the stuff you need. Try to stay alive as long as you can, and get your Armed Samurai ready to go. Anyways, hope you like the deck. Let me know what you think if you've played this before. What cards would you suggest or play? I mean, there's lots of options. You can go with Reckless Greeds, you can go with Jar of Greeds, you can go with No Traps, Hidden Armory. Now, one thing about that card, there's Hidden Armory. The thing I don't like about that one is it's a good card. I mean, it's a spell. But the reason why I'm not running it is because you don't get your normal summon that turn. And, if you use it, you won't be able to summon your Ben Kei and go for game, or you won't be able to use your card D that turn. So you pretty much would have to this turn, you just use it. So I don't know. I mean, I went with the Armory Call instead. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.